afternoon and welcome to the Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV's presentation of Nantucket Whalers Athletics. We are coming to you live from Vito Capizzo Stadium for today's Girls Varsity Lacrosse game as your Whalers host the Clippers from Falmouth High School. It's Clippers Day here for the Whalers. The boys are off island and we're getting you all set up for another great Cape and Islands League matchup here this afternoon. I am Chris Morris, the voice of Whaler Sports here in the NSC and NCTV, alongside the best crew around. Olivia Nascimento, one of our student camera operators, will be your main view on the field. Weston Scott will give you all the close-up action, also on a camera, and also a student here at Nantucket High School. And of course, glad to have Charles Douglas, the brains of the yacht, the mastermind, the maestro, the wizard, making us look as cool as we can. And of course, we'll be hanging out with some Nantucket lacrosse royalty. Of course, Sir Hammy Hurd will join me here very shortly. We'll get to our game preview in a moment, but I do want to take another moment here and thank our founding underwriter for the NSC and NCTV, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation. They have made the children of Nantucket High School a priority of their philanthropic efforts and have continued those efforts with their support of our live broadcasts. And I do want to congratulate our winners of the scholarship from the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, Biljana Ducheva and Cecilia Wendelkin. Congratulations, along with all others that qualified, received something, but the big winners were those two, Adney Brannigan. And I'm going to mention a couple of our student athletes here because, of course, we've seen them on playing fields. Adney Brannigan, Maddie Lombardi, Victoria Dimitrova, and Owen Sullivan. And the professional winners, Hanson Dalton, Sam Zadroga right here on the lacrosse field, as well as Rita Wood. So congratulations to all of our incredible student athletes that represent what Whalers truly mean. And again, congratulations and great work by our good friends out east, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, proud supporters of Nantucket Whalers Athletics. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast. The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
I want to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium as we all set up here for the Clippers against your Nantucket Whalers here, girls varsity lacrosse. For head coach Jamie Lower, her sixth and final year, she has got another solid squad already in the top rankings, earning a number 8 ranking in the first D4 MIAA rankings. It is a much more balanced attack offensively for the Whalers this year as Mason Lower and Mia Bodette are coming off of huge games in the win Tuesday night over DY. Bodette had 5 goals and Lower added 4 goals and 3 assists. But the Whalers had 7 different goal scorers in the game and absolutely dominated time of possession. That will have to happen again here tonight. Lower and Bodette controlling that X for the draw controls as well. And defensively, they continue to impress. Despite playing without 3 starters the other night, they held the DY Dolphins squad to a season-low 5 goals. And sophomore Ella Douglas once again, solid in that, but it was the girls in front of her, obviously, that really helped out. Maya Johnson and Dylan Damian were just absolute ball hawks. They were all over the field, both on the offensive side of things and defensively. Again, they turned that defense into offense very quickly, transitioning game. Actually, the boys could learn a little something from them on their clears, but they kept the Dolphins off balance the entire game, and again, they're going to need to keep that energy high. The Whalers really have a long grinder stretch of schedule here, 12 more games in 24 days. And of course today, they face a quality Division III team in the Clippers. So let's talk about Whalers. Let's bring in our lax nut, our Whalers Roy, Sir Hammy Hurd. My friend, always good to be hanging out with you, man. We got another beautiful day here today.
This is what it's all about.
This is what it's all about.
This kind of day, you gotta love sports, high school sport. Any gorgeous day like this.
So another tough home game here for the girls program. Specifically, what do our goals have to do better than Falmouth? And give me a key player for the Whalers, as we've seen them now 3 times and have gotten to know a little bit of the personality and identity of this team. Who's really going to have to shine here today to overcome a good Falmouth team?
They've all got to play mistake-free ball when it all comes down to it. I love what I saw the other day from Suze Perriner.
Yeah.
She had a nose for the goal and was just like, you're not going to stop me. I'm going to take it in, and there it is. And boom, and the ball is in the back of the net.
In traffic, too, a lot.
Yeah, and you got to love seeing Claire Genther cut across the field, getting beautiful feeds from Louisa Benny.
Yeah.
And just so many other, and the transition game was just so great. They each step on the way, they found the open person, and matriculated the ball to the field, and controlled the ball, didn't make mistakes. So you got to love what you see. And they've got everybody back today against a very athletic-looking Falmouth team who looks good.
Yeah.
They got a bunch of left-handed players who will use both hands to get the job done, just via their drills. Let's see what happens. They are the number 8 team in Division III.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be a great game, which is what it is all about.
And despite a losing record coming in, say 4-5, they have played a tough schedule, up to and including CCA, the Patriots Cup. They've lost a couple of games to Hanover, and it's just their strength of schedule certainly plays into their number 8 ranking. The number that we will have to keep an eye on is number 12, Jordan DiPietro. She is a commit to the D1 program next year. She's going to be playing lacrosse at Mercer College after graduating. And again, Coach Rory Brown has a very well coached team and a highly ranked team. Their 3 games, again, they lost to Hanover, CCA, and Scituate. So no slouches on their strength of schedule, certainly. And of course, they always come in and play the Whalers tough. Whether
it's great rivalry.
Any team,
exactly. I mean, we grew up
sport.
playing. We've always played Falmouth in all the youth sport, at least lacrosse.
Yeah.
I don't know if for soccer, but every year they would make the trip over, and we go over the next year, and they're always great competitive games. They make the commitment to come to the island, whether it be, U11 teams, and actually on the men's side, Michael Morris is a legend in the Massachusetts lacrosse program, and his son Rory's the head coach for the boys.
Yep.
And the girls of their program, the Flash, I think the Falmouth Flash is the name of their program.
Okay.
They have a wonderfully run program.
Nice.
Do a great job.
Well, we are, in addition to watching this game, we will certainly be keeping our eyes on anybody that's on the other side following the boys, because they've got a huge matchup against those Clippers off island. Again, a matchup of top 10 ranked teams. The Whalers boys come in at number 4 in the first rankings for Division 4, so a stiff test, to say the least, off island. Of course, the game that we were supposed to have here against Falmouth was rained out.
I don't think that game is going to be. It's not on the schedule at this point, so I don't know if it's going to be made up.
They'll find a date that probably won't work for anybody. But there's no doubt about that. Once we get into this
Saturday at Fagawi.
yeah, exactly. End of things. They'll start throwing in a date here, because that one's just too important for both the
Well, I guess so. I mean, it's but we're not in the same league.
That's true. We're not in the same division.
So they took it off the schedule.
They might not. We'll see.
I hope. I mean, iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
That's what it all comes down to. You want to play against the best teams.
Absolutely.
To get better.
And the boys are doing just that. Not only are they playing Falmouth here this week, they're playing Cohasset.
That's it on Saturday. This is their
so
biggest test of the year right now.
Number one team in Division 4 who actually lost to Falmouth this week. So, again, best of luck to our boys off island, and of course, best of luck to our girls getting their final stick check here today, and which should be a great test for Ella Douglas and her defensive unit. In addition to the offense, we do have a dueling sophomores in net. Number 11.
That's a great story. Young goalies.
The Clippers' Kinley Mohan will be responsible for keeping the ball out of the net for the Clippers. And certainly the Whalers, as you can see, the Clippers getting their final notes. Ella Douglas runs through the line for the Whalers, and we are all set, ready to go here for lacrosse. We got 12 minutes on the clock. An absolutely gorgeous day. Hopefully you are enjoying your day no matter where you're joining us from, of course. Because Whalers Nation is international now because of YouTube and the NSC. Never know where folks are chiming in from, and if you are joining us from somewhere fun, jump on the YouTube scenario and let us know where you're viewing us from. We'll of course do our best to shout you out. And, we won't give exact coordinates, but
you gotta love when you're getting viewership from Germany.
Yeah.
So all those German lacrosse fans.
All those German lacrosse fans. We'll take them wherever they're coming from, that's for sure.
The girls' introductions, the stick checks going into the tradition is just such a great spirit.
Yeah.
It's kind of the spirit that, watching volleyball.
Right.
The pumping up and the
high fives before the game as well.
Just the whole, the togetherness that it inspires, and
that's not right.
How it just creates a great team atmosphere.
All right, what's the numbering goal? Because number 11 is clearly in the X. Kinley Mohan, is she not wearing number 11 in the goal?
Number 11 is the goalie right now.
Number 11 is also in the X. For the
Interesting. Interesting. She's got a different jersey.
7? Either way, the Whalers and Clippers are about to get underway here. Huge game for the Whalers here. Coming in with 5 wins.
Front. Watch that hop. That's it.
Opening draw here for
Wheels.
Clippers versus the
hits.
Whalers. Still up for grabs. And finally, it will be Kinley Mohan, the sophomore, advancing into the zone. Sophia Egan, number 15, as the Clippers get it set up. Again, DiPietro will be number 12.
There you go. You got
good communication, as always, by the Whalers. Ball down, but scooped up.
And they're displaying good stick handling.
Coach Rob Murray calling out his plays. Just great footwork by the Whalers defense. There's a cut to the left. Low shot.
Gets it by. Little screen. Creates that screen. Screens the ball. She's got a good shot.
Little sidearm wrister from number 11, Kinley Mohan. So we'll try and find out who the goalie actually is. Couldn't tell you at this point. 1-0 Clippers. They took 59 seconds to control that draw and whiz one by Ella Douglas for a 1-0 lead.
Great ball movement, great stick handling. And it just goes to show you that Nantucket needs to get that ball and hold on to it. And
sprinting towards it is Mason Lower. She does a good job of boxing out.
Whose ball? Red ball.
Fortunately, the Whalers do
Let's
not
see then. Let's see a nice
here.
defensive stand here. Nice rope.
That's DiPietro right there, number 12. Again, a lefty. So the Whalers will have to be aware of that.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Go get it. Go get it. Nantucket ball. Okay, come on. Let's get a good clear here.
Mark Ella Douglas looking for a
There you
friend.
go.
Up ahead and off the mark. Grace Hanlon unable to handle it. So the Whalers turn it over.
Boom. The boom. This is,
And in some traffic. And drawing a whistle. That'll be a run from the 8s for Sophia Egan, the sophomore. Just 2 seniors on the squad for the Clippers. DiPietro and Rory Brown, the 2 captains. Shot saved by Douglas.
there you go.
Ella Douglas with her first save of the afternoon.
Okay, let's see a good clear here. There you go. Go.
Lombardi will try and
Find
get
the
some
open person.
space
They got
here.
a double.
Misplaced on the pass. That's just a mental error there. So a couple of turnovers on the Whalers' first 2 touches, trying to get some clearing after we touted their clearing ability.
Yeah, it's unforced errors. at
Tip
this point.
pass. Oh, intercepted out of
Great
midair.
job, then.
Nice job by the
Sophia
defensive
Sullivan.
unit there.
That's a push.
And a Louisa Benny, no stranger to some traffic.
Nice great
pass
ball
up ahead.
movement. Look for the open person. Drive.
Suze gains some space.
See, that
Ridden
is
hard.
exactly, I don't understand how that is allowed. It's just such a interesting,
Oh, funky pass there.
Gotta stay
Nicely
with it.
Scooped up and retrieved by Mason Lower. 8:35 to go here in the first. Falmouth up 1-0. Whalers with their first offensive possession. Circling it about, Perriner behind the net. Back up top to Mason Lower.
make the most of this possession.
Gentner. Let's see Mia Bodette out there. Dylan Damien, number 21. Pass goes off the stick.
See, I don't understand how the person coming in like that.
Whalers will keep possession, it looks like. A slightly aggressive.
It's just,
Tackle.
it's the way the officials call it
Yeah.
when it all comes down to it.
Good patience by the Whalers here as they've held the ball for over a minute. Just a 1-0
Great
lead.
control.
Nice
Here you go.
Pass inside. Again,
Boom.
that is just
Well, we got a foul.
all this. 3 defenders converged, and it'll be Suze Perriner with a chance from the 8s here. Runs in, low shot, saved.
What do we got? Nantucket ball. No. Oh, sorry.
Suze must have reached in beyond the crease. Good pass, nice catch. Up ahead,
Nice clear.
Falmouth in transition, up 1-0.
Got some fast players.
There's a cut through by 15. Didn't see it. Sophia Egan.
Turns the corner.
Good D. Nice convergence. 1-0 our score as we
Got
approach
her.
6 minutes to go here in the first. It's Rory Brown, one of the co-captains, senior. On the left side, she'll get a screen, run through, nothing. Pass goes off the head, and we'll roll out of bounds. That's a turnover by the Clippers. First
that's their-
turnover by Falmouth here
Yeah,
in the first.
first unforced error.
Good sprint. Little pause.
Come on.
That's a check. That's not. She's got to get behind, no?
I'm not sure.
And no whistle. She stepped out of bounds. So heavy activity on the far side of the field here as the Whalers still yet to get it into the offensive end. 3 whistles on the way through. Tough pass, nicely handled, and
Nice
finally the
ball
Whalers will gain the
movement.
zone here. Good patience and stick-to-itiveness, and that's to the face.
This is interesting.
Claire Genther getting some physicality, but
I mean, it
handles
just
it
gets,
nicely. Here's
this is
Louisa
a
Benn.
dangerous sport. I mean, they have no protection. Okay, she's got to get the stick in her right hand there.
Good aggressive defense by the Clippers, and it has certainly disturbed the Whalers' activity on offense.
Well, it's
Some good athletes, one-on-one move here. ISO runs through and draws the whistle. We'll see how much of this the Stripes will let happen.
Well, when it all comes down to it, this is the way the Falmouth is defending. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, what the, I don't want to say rules dictate, but just Nantucket puts the same exact kind of pressure with those. I want to call it a cross check, but you know,
It's
I don't
not
know if
far
that's,
from
that's
it.
the right term.
Yeah.
In terms of player safety, it should be equal pressure, as opposed to your hands lunging out.
Approaching 3:25 here left in the first. Still just a 1-0 score. Benny makes a move, makes another
Come on,
move, has
come on.
space, free
Shoot it.
hand, shot
Yes!
scores! Freshman Louisa Benny with a slick move to avoid a couple defenders, and she acts like she belongs there.
Great
Love
stick
it.
handling.
Great stuff by the freshman to get the Whalers on the board, tie it up as the clock reads 3:16 left here in the first. We are tied at 1, a low score.
Build some momentum here. Winning this face-off would be
Yep.
a very good thing. Interesting configuration.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it'll
That's
be
it.
Hanlon scooping it and drawing a whistle.
Nantucket ball. Good to see.
Hanlon puts it in. Quickly over to Mason Lower, and the Whalers have numbers if they want them. Not sure what the whistle was there, but we got a whistle.
Like
at
we
the
were
eighth.
about to shoot, and no.
So the Whalers have another opportunity here from the eights. Run in all the way through. Late shot. And it'll be fouled.
I don't understand that. Louisa was on. They were in the equal position.
Of the aggressiveness.
That's it.
by
That's it. Go get it.
Dylan Damian. Louisa Benny on defense here. Just getting outrun
fast.
by Olivia Deigel.
She is fast. Nice clear.
Good individual
Got
clear
to
by
stick. Got to
number
keep
one.
in front of her.
Great job
Okay.
by Sam Zadroga.
That's Maya.
Excuse me,
That's
Maya Johnson. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first. We are tied at 1. A couple of good defenses on showcase. Good physicality by both teams.
Come on.
Ball down,
That's
tipped
it.
ahead.
Nice defense. Look at you. Go. Nice play.
Scooped
Great
up.
play by Claire.
Genther
Go. Push it.
up to
Push it. Push
Benny.
it. Get open. Exactly.
She's
Look
got
for
the goal
Claire.
for the Whalers.
Got the step.
In the middle.
She's trapped.
Mariner. Just not sure what happened there. We saw a lot more physicality on other plays. Clock continuing to run, approaching 1 minute to play. It'll be Perriner to put it in from the 12s. She backs it out and gets it set up. Let's see what the Whalers play. Nice grab. Lower. Surveys. Pass inside.
Come on.
Low pass. Show shot.
Great save.
Wow,
Chase
nice
it. Chase it fast.
shot.
Go get it. Nice. Look, she's pushing her.
Literally pushing her out.
30 seconds.
Clock down to 30 seconds. Lower. Let's see if they can get a shot off here in the remaining moments of the first quarter.
Come on.
Here's one right in front.
Yes.
Score!
Great
pass.
vision.
Phenomenal catch. Grace Hanlon.
Great vision. Way to see
In
the
some
open
traffic.
cutter.
Let's check it out here. Louisa Benny with a
boom,
nice
that
soft
lefty
pass
stick.
and
Great shot by Grace.
little 5-hole shot there to
They
net.
hit top post, top pipe.
The goal with 24 seconds to go. Huge play there for the Whalers as they grab a 2-1 lead in the waning moments of the first quarter.
Do we got a
They've scored
in the
2
box?
straight after
Why is she in
Kinley
the box?
Bohan scored 59 seconds into play here, and the Whalers try and run it down here as Hanley gets pushed from behind. They're just going to have to match that physicality. There's no doubt about
I
it.
guess.
And they let him play as Hanlon's able to sprint ahead. Gets hacked from behind. Whistle. 5 seconds to go. Let's see if they can get something from deep here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoot it. And they won't not be able to get a shot off here. But they do score 2 in a row to take a 2-1 lead into the break here in between the first and second quarters. Whalers winning 2-1 behind goals from Louisa Benny and Grace Hanlon. We'll be back with the second quarter of action right here on the NSC and NCTV.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit myricklaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
First hoop, Simpson gathers for Nantucket. Francis over to Aguilar. He'll look for 3. Got it! Huge shot from Cup. Want to welcome you back to live action here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. Girls up 2-1 here. They've scored 2 straight after the Clippers opened up the scoring 59 seconds into it. So the defense has tightened up here. And the Whalers look to extend their lead here. Start of the fourth quarter off island. I got information, boys are down 5-3. So still lots of opportunity and a good game off island as we expected.
Talented team.
Yeah, 2 talented teams. So 12 minutes on the clock. We'll have another face-off on the X. Mason Lower in the circle for the Whalers against the lone goal scorer for the Clippers, Kinley Mohan. And I'm not sure, again, the goalie for the Clippers, I'm not sure she has the same number, but obviously.
Come on, go get it.
Her.
Go get it. That's it.
So scooped up and controlled by the Whalers.
Oh, come on.
That is definitely.
They are aggressive.
Yeah.
It just appears to me that in some ways women's lacrosse is more dangerous than men's, just because there's no protection.
Carly Ray looking for a friend, finds one. And up ahead, that was DiPietro called for the infraction. Nice job. Oh, just off the stick. And a collision. That will be Falmouth ball. So the Whalers turn it over on their first attempt at offense. Circling back. Off the stick here. Chance for the Whalers. Loose ball. DiPietro there to scoop it up.
That's it. Nice ride.
Oh, nearly intercepted.
That's it.
Damien, an absolute beast. And scooped up by Lower. Turnover Whalers.
I've seen them call the same exact check in other games.
So Lower covered it apparently, and that was an infraction. That is a good athlete there, Kinley Mohan, number 11. There's a quick player there, Rory Brown, the two of them. Connected for the first goal. DiPietro as the Clippers send it around. Conlon inside the zone. No whistle. Good job by the Whalers defense there. Here's an ISO for DiPietro. Hanlon gets a stick in there to jar it loose. Now DiPietro with space.
Got a one-on-one.
She gives it up. Great job not forcing a whistle there. It's just good defense. You just never know. And here she is, DiPietro. She is left-handed. Comes in with the left shot, and a whistle will deny the goal.
Saved us.
Have a look at it as DiPietro sprinted in. She had a free run and a little too aggressive by Hanlon. But the Whalers get another opportunity here as DiPietro whizzes it from the eighth and scores anyway.
Rocket.
So we're tied at 2 as DiPietro takes advantage of the eights. Great low left-handed shot.
It's a great game. Yeah, Falmouth's got a bunch of talented players.
Yeah.
Ooh. Athletic, wheels. They move the ball and their legs quickly. Let's get it.
Clippers control the draw once again.
Can't teach height.
Tied at 2 here, approaching 9 minutes to go in the second. DiPietro sends it over to Forrest, Raylan Forrest. And that's off the stick, and that will be a turnover.
Now, the most important thing is capitalizing off this unforced error. Getting a good clear.
Sophia Sullivan.
I'm going to find the open
Double team.
person.
She'll circle back. Maddie Lombardi. Great three-sport athlete. Switches hands and avoids.
Protecting
She'll
the ball.
get it all the way in.
Just, you gotta
and
love
just
that
through the Clippers defense. Takes a hit to the head. Nothing going. And finally draws a whistle. Great individual effort by number 33. She'll get an opportunity from the 8s.
It just goes to show you how important it is to use both hands to protect that ball. She took that all the way upfield.
Sprints in.
Yes!
Scores! Maddie Lombardi.
Defense woman, Maddie Lombardi scoring that goal. Bring that ball all the way up. That was sweet.
Earned that opportunity, certainly, and again.
And her ability to use both hands made that happen. She protected that ball the entire way up, and they could not clear between, the speed that she had. And it's just so important to make use of both hands. Become proficient with your off hands.
And using your athletic ability to sprint through the entire Falmouth defense. And ultimately draws the whistle and takes advantage with a goal from the 8s to give the Whalers a 3-2 lead. 8:02 on the clock here, second quarter. Just got word the Clippers have extended it out. Looks like they may hand the Whalers another defeat here. 7-3 now the score off island.
Nice.
Nearly
defense,
intercepted.
though, almost right there. Come on. Look at love that.
Good sprint.
Look at Claire playing hard all the way to the line.
Yep. There's DiPietro, the left-hander, gives it up as the Clippers swing it around. Again, both teams very well coached, good athletes. Oh, here's a chance.
There you go. Come on, go get it. Whose ball?
Falmouth ball for whatever reason. 7 minutes to go here in the second
Is it
quarter.
an 8-meter
Whalers
too?
with a narrow 3-2 lead,
how
and they
can
get an
that be an
opportunity from the 8s.
How can it be a shooting foul when nobody has control of the ball? Hey, we'll take it. They're going to call it again.
Sophia Egan, number 15, with another opportunity from the 8s as she was fouled. She passes it up this time off the stick. Oh, fortunate for Falmouth, and
ball
she
goes
stepped
out.
out of bounds. So a turnover on Falmouth there with an opportunity from the 8s. That's a missed opportunity.
Let's make this be fruitful.
Clock continuing to run, 6:25 to go.
There you go, using those wheels.
Maya Johnson, look at the wheels.
Come on, finding. There you go. Great
Good
clear.
pass.
They got it. Great.
Nice stick handling
Find somebody
there.
else who's open.
Whalers will settle in. Here's lower, hop step, turns. Benny will get it situated as the Whalers get a play called out here. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Whalers hold a 3-2 lead with possession.
Make good
Off
passes.
the stick. It is just a coin toss.
You're allowed to hip
whistle
check.
out.
You're allowed to hip check until you're not.
You're right. Oh, nice ride. But sprinting ahead. And loses it. Loose ball. Flipped ahead.
No, that's Nantucket ball, right? There you go. Yes.
That's not 9 feet. There you go. That's maybe.
And I would
9
start. You know, it's interesting is the defensive player is always kind of moving.
feet. Yeah. Zadroga spins away. And the Whalers work it across the field. Carly Ray will gain the
Go
zone.
back.
And here's Genthner. She had numbers, but decides to back it out here. Dylan Damian, sporting a cool headband. Grace Hanlon pops
Nice
in.
cut. Keeping the defensive player honest. Nice rope.
Lower, surveys, just outside the 12s.
Looks like we
This
got a
is
little
an
clear
ISO.
out. They got they're ready for the double, so somebody's going to be open.
She powers through a couple.
Boom,
Now
come
gets
on.
it to an open player. And he backs it out. And lower gets reset. Cloud of dust there as the players converge. Here's Dylan Damian making a rush. Runs through 4.
Great stop.
What a save.
Great stop.
Quickly transitioning out of the Clippers.
Great double.
Pass goes through. Bounces ahead of
Go get
DiPietro.
it.
She scoops.
Nice,
But
Dylan.
allows
Stay
the
with it,
defense to
Dylan.
get to her. Bad pass. Off the Clippers. That's Whaler ball. That's Whaler ball. Oh, no, sir. That was off the Clippers thick. 3:30 and counting here in the second quarter. Whalers with a 3-2 lead. Clippers with possession. Looking to tie it up here.
Great dodge.
Good double by the Whalers.
Call timeout.
And it looks like the
Timeout.
Clippers will call timeout here. We'll take it as well here as the clock stops officially with 3:08 to go here in the second quarter. Whalers hold a 3-2 lead. You're watching Whalers Athletics on the NSC and NCTV.
In 1965, a group of dedicated Nantucket parents came together with one goal: to raise enough money to develop game film for the football team. The following season, the Whalers went undefeated. These parents became the very first class of the Nantucket Booster Club. Over time, Whaler pride has grown into something far more than just wins and losses on the scoreboard.
Once a Whaler, always a Whaler. 1, 2, 3 Whalers!
Una vez un Whaler, siempre un Whaler! ¡Vamos!
What binds us is Whaler pride. It has shaped our island and student athletes for generations.
Whaler pride isn't just a tradition, it's an identity, a legacy for families who choose to plant their roots here in this community all year round. It can bring generations of island families together, and for Wash Ashore children, it can transform an unfamiliar place into a new home. The Nantucket Booster Club is a vital link between our community and Whalers Athletics. It helps provide our teams with gear, additional travel expenses, and much more.
Volunteering for the Booster Club, it's a blast. From the homecoming to the pig roast, and most importantly, Hank, our school mascot. We're here to create a fun and welcoming atmosphere. More than money, we need members. And part of this club, you are a member, not just a volunteer. We need to build our community bigger and better to help our student athletes prepare for the next chapter in their life.
Support our kids and Whaler pride by volunteering for the Booster Club. To learn more, please email the address on the screen.
Want to welcome you back to live action here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. Falmouth called timeout here with 3:08 to play here in the second quarter. Whalers hold a 3-2 lead. It's been a grinder of a game. Physicality certainly by the Clippers, but it has been matched on the Whalers side, and they have quickly adjusted to the physical play and the referees calling or not calling things, certainly.
Great
Mohan makes a
dodge.
move to avoid one, and
So where is the
whistle stops play.
where is the Amy?
Not sure.
I wonder if that's shooting space. That's what that is.
I don't know, but this is a tough one. Kinley Mohan about to run in here against Ella Douglas into the sun.
Yes!
Stopped! Oh, she gathers it back. Quick pass
Go get
through DiPietro. Tipped out
Come on.
and gathered in by DiPietro once again. Clippers still with possession. 2.5 minutes
He's a great stick handler.
to play here. Mohan looking to make an individual move. Forgot the ball. She gathers it back quickly. Hounded. Good double team. Runs through all of it. Whizzes a left-handed shot
Lucky there.
over the
That
top.
was a great rip. Just missed that top post.
Clock continues to run. Approaching 2 minutes to play here. Clippers with good pressure on this possession. Couple of
There you go.
opportunities.
Nice
DiPietro
backup.
recovers. She's going back to the left. Oh no, that's Egan. Excuse me, number 10. Interception. Oh, nicely done by the Whalers defense.
Great job. Great wheels. Look at these wheels. Go, Claire. Get open.
Harley
Claire.
Ray
Don't run
showing
towards your
off the
defender.
wheels. Great job on the transition there. 140 for the Whalers to operate. 3-2 lead by Nantucket.
What a set of wheels that was. That was great.
Again, this is played on the football field, so nearly a 100-yard dash right there. Mine's about a 18.3 on the 100-yard dash. Is that good?
Elite-ish.
Elite-ish. Yeah, there's an ish, big-ish,
Big.
capital.
Small elite, big-ish. Big.
I'd still be running. Lower on the left wing. Whalers showing some patience here as we're under a minute to play
and
here
I
in the
think
first
that's
half.
the key thing, honestly, against this very talented Falmouth team who rarely makes mistakes.
Got to hope for a crack here, and the Whalers
And just wait for that moment. Somebody
took advantage of that in the end of the first quarter, scoring with just 24 seconds to go. Let's see if they can equal that here with a goal
30 seconds.
in the second quarter. Little push there, no call.
Under 30.
Good run all the way through. Shot.
Yes!
Scores! Gensner with stick
Nice
to it
touch.
in
That was
this.
a knuckleball. Comes around the cage. That was great.
The senior
Great.
went all the way through and beats the goaltender for a 4-2 lead with just 23 seconds to go. So they score with 24 seconds left in the
face-off.
first, 23 seconds to go in the second, and now operate with a 4-2 lead. Let's see if they can hold it.
We watched Syracuse played North Carolina. No, was it North Carolina the other day? Must have been North Carolina. The men's, and they scored. They were losing the game, and they scored 3 goals in the last minute. And
Wow.
and they scored another goal to come within 1 goal of tying the game, and it was ruled he went in the crease.
Oh, jeez. Falmouth with a chance here as the
That's
clock runs down under 10 seconds to go. They're going to have to hurry it up because Mason Lower's taking her sweet time. A little gamesmanship there. Egan, 2 seconds. One puts it up.
Take it.
No good
Way
as
to
the
get out
horn
of there.
sounds, and we'll head to the halftime. And the Whalers hold a 4-2 lead. It has been a gritty game. We knew it was kind of going to be one of those grinders. I will say that the boys will pick up a loss. I'm not sure. The final score was 8-3, and things seem to be getting a little chippy on the other side. We'll say that. But we'll head to the break here as the Whalers hold a 4-2 lead at half. You're watching Whalers Athletics on the NSC and NCTV.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit myricklaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
Nantucket Ice is about community, camaraderie, confidence, jumping in, and being part of a team. Falling, but getting back up.
And Whalers control. Quick shot.
It's about being part of the culture, friendships, experience. But Ultimately, it's about being on the ice. Located in the heart of the island, it's about being a future for our youth, our families, our community. Come join us. Be a part of our community.
Tom Nevers Road, a well-traveled route for cyclists, pedestrian, and drivers, is without a dedicated bike path, leaving safety as a major concern. Article 14 proposes allocating $6.85 million to construct a new bike path along Tom Nevers Road. This investment will improve safety and support active transportation like biking and walking. The funding will cover design, easement acquisition, construction, and other related costs. Investing in active transportation infrastructure provides safer, more accessible options for those who walk, run, or bike as part of their daily commute or for recreation. This funding is contingent on voter approval of a Proposition 2.5 debt exclusion vote at a town meeting and Question 3 on the election ballot. An affirmative vote at a town meeting and the town election will mean that the annual tax bill for an average year-round property valued at $2,058,091 and which qualifies for a residential exemption will increase by approximately $14.66. A safer, more connected community benefits everyone. Learn more about Article 14 and make your voice heard at town meeting. Visit nantucket-ma.gov/ATM 2025 for details. And please participate in town meeting and the election.
Well, welcome back to Vito Capizzo Stadium. As you can see, we are still at the half here. A few more seconds left to go. Whalers hold a 4-2 lead and have looked solid in all aspects of the game. 4 different goal scorers for the Whalers. No surprise there. Grace Hanlon, Luisa Benny, Maddie Lombardi with a great, clear individual effort and scored from the eights. And Claire Genthner, the final goal with just 23 seconds to play in the second quarter. The Whalers have tallied goals in the last 30 seconds in both the first and second quarters here. So taking advantage of those late possessions and adding goals. 2 goal scorers for the Clippers. Kinley Mohan scored 59 seconds into it, and no surprise, Jordan DiPietro found the net midway through that second period. Our second quarter. I did get word from the other side there that the Clippers did defeat the boys. Final is 10-3. Looks like it got a little bit out of hand via penalties, and the Clippers took advantage. But we knew that was going to be a stiff test off island for the boys. That's a hostile environment, to say the least, and it sounded like it was just that. But right now, right here, we've got the girls with a 4-2 lead. This is just as good as it gets. As you said, it'll be
very talented
Mohan and Lower in the circle on the X to begin things here in the second half. Happy to have you along here on the NSC and NCTV. You can see the shadows getting a little bit longer here on the field as well, as both benches encourage their girls in the X here. Up, and
great.
Mohan once again
grabbing that ball.
Gets it, but loses it. Scoops it up and loses it again, and Falmouth will get the whistle.
25, come behind, move away, young lady, 4 meters. Rory, cut through, Rory, cut through, Rory, cut through.
As you can hear, Coach Rob Murray yelling out instructions as the Clippers hold the first possession here in the second half. DiPietro looking
Nice
for
pass.
some help. Mohan inside, tough pass.
Down,
broken
a
up.
little dangerous, but wow.
And
Wait for
somehow
her
the
to
Clippers keep
find
it.
that. Keep possession.
Oh, good move, left-handed shot. Good defense to ward off there.
Need to collapse.
Leaning on that left side, knowing she's going to the left. Off the stick. All the way across the line. That means some other defenders can get in on it.
There you go.
And
That's
the
it.
Whalers able to get to it first, tipped away.
The stick checks are just...
Oh, that's a push from behind. And once again, Falmouth able to get to it. Nice grab. Stiff, slick pass. Handled on the run. Tipped.
Knocks it down, though. Come on. Patience.
And back the other way come the Whalers. Benny. Able to shield with that left-handed stick. And she'll gain the zone for the Whalers. So finally, after a big defensive stand, a couple of different opportunities for the Clippers, the Whalers take over with 10:20 left here in the third quarter.
No mistakes.
I know, I almost made one. Oh, you were talking about that, sorry. Hey, how'd you like those
Nobody's
bike riders
perfect.
in that little
Hey,
Tom
that was
Meaning thing,
awesome.
right? They look good, didn't they? The kids look fantastic. I don't know about the drivers.
Yeah, I would love to see
That
a
was
bike
fun.
path
Great
at
job by
Tom
Zach,
Evers.
one of our cinematographers, making us kind of look cool anyway.
Very cool.
There's a cut through, good cut. There's
There you go.
Genther.
Nice.
Good sprint, and she
Hey,
draws
we'll
a
take
whistle.
12, nice.
Good hustle by number 15. Claire Genther, she scored the final goal for the Whalers.
Alex
to make it a
Weisenthal
4-2 lead.
going in on defense.
Benny. As Coach Lower calls out the play. Here's Suze Perriner. Cut through, nothing happening. Dylan Damian. Solid
Ward,
ride.
they're going to call Ward. They call the Ward.
And a Ward called on the Whalers as DiPietro sprints it ahead. Quickly up the field come the Clippers. Good recovery by Mason Lower. Great hustle. Draws a whistle, but stops the advance. Mohan to DiPietro. Over to Egan. Again, you hear the Whalers communication inside. It's Mohan.
Great
And
recovery.
that's got to be a whistle.
So tough.
There's a Droga with a little
Right there, too.
A little too aggressive. As Mohan was looking to fire it up, she'll have an opportunity from the eights as she winds up here. Douglas, low shot, save made!
What do we got?
And they'll do it again.
Who went
Apparently
early?
the Whalers were a little early.
Who goes?
Mohan lines it up again.
This is going to be tough.
Shot
Yeah,
scores.
give her two
Douglas was
opportunities.
right there, but
2 opportunities. Take that shot from right out front.
oh, she was so close on the replay. You could see just sat down and
It's a rocket.
unable to come up with the save. So Kinley Mohan with her second goal of the game. Pull the Clippers back to within 1 at 4-3. 8 minutes to go here in the third. We've got ourselves a grinder here. No doubt. Mohan on the X against Mason Lower. And she's got a little blood, so I'm going to need
Well, this should be.
some activity. Can't they just sub her out?
Exactly. I don't really see why. If the player's not ready. Oh, there you go. So is that what's going to happen? Yeah, that's what's. Okay. So that's okay.
They'll flip a couple of players, and it'll be DiPietro.
You're wondering why they
in
would
the
stop
X
the
here
entire
as
game.
Kinley Mohan gets tended to, a couple of different Band-Aids on, and she'll be back in here in a moment. Just pulled the Clippers back to within 1 at 4-3. She's got 2 goals on the game, and DiPietro, the other goal scorer, as she scoops it up and wins the draw control.
Great
Pass
grab.
handled. Sophia Egan. 12, Jordan DiPietro. Gets in on the 8s, makes a move. Good pass. Nothing doing. Good defense by the Whalers. Oh, great ride. Maya Johnson.
Great defense.
Doing work. Tough pass.
There you go. Go get it.
Through.
There.
And Johnson with the thievery. Maya Johnson with a great play on defense and comes
Find
up with the steal. She's going all the way.
Keep going until
Gotta
somebody
stop
covers
ball.
you.
No
And
one
then find
does
the open
so.
person. That's
Shot.
it. Nice, Dylan.
Scores! Dylan Damian dives into the crease and throws it through.
They're calling it a goal, right?
Woo! Great stuff by the
Great.
Whalers. Maya Johnson makes it happen with the transition, and Damian hammers it home for the goal. 5-3 Whalers, 7:01 to play.
Smart play.
Great effort
Love seeing
by
smart play.
number 9, the
And just
junior defender.
Having the knowledge to hold on to that ball till somebody picks you up. It's just in the person who picks you up is leaving the person that they're covering.
somebody's up.
So somebody's open, and Dylan right on the doorstep.
Took advantage, and again, Maya Johnson will get the assist on that goal from Dylan Damian.
That's it. Come
And
on,
the Whalers
hips,
have a
hips,
chance here. Grace Hanlon.
So, okay.
Yeah,
I
she
thought
got
they were going to
warded
call
off
that
that
foul.
time. And the Whalers playing without Mia Bodette today. She had a great game.
Ooh.
Here's a chance to come in. Oh, yeah. You could hear that one from all the way up
an 8
here.
meter? Got to be an 8 meter. Okay, there we go.
Damian
The
will get
12
it just
meter.
outside the 8. Just outside the 8, so she'll make a run in from the 12s. As the clock continues to run, 6:25 to go here in the third. Whalers still with a 2-goal lead, 5-3. 5 different goal scorers for Nantucket. 2 goal scorers for the Clippers. Lower, surveys, pass off. Just off the stick, recovered nicely. Through some traffic. Sue's parent got hit in the face, no call. She's still trying to adjust her goggles.
Nice job, Grace. Way to put it straight in your sphere.
And Grace Hanlon will get it and put it in from the 12s. Couple of cutters. Back outside as the Whalers working around. Gentner. Lower.
Oh,
nice
go.
play right in
Boom.
front. Shot.
Oh, man.
Mishandled.
Have that knowledge to go low when you're right on top.
And a great job by Louisa Benny to scoop it up. Her pass is deflected, but she gets it right back in her stick.
Oh, go righty.
Great job. And draws the whistle. Mohan a little too aggressive. Good run in by Genther, shot, and draws the whistle. That'll be a shot from the 8s. Dylan Damian, excuse me. She just scored the last Whalers goal. She'll get an opportunity to run in.
See Dylan fire a rocket here.
5-3 our score. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third. Shot scores!
Goodbye.
Great angle right at the feet. No chance for the goalie from the Clippers. And Dylan
Very
Damian
nice.
has broken it open here. 6-3 now the lead. She scored the 2 straight for the Whalers. I mean, right at the feet. Even if she gets the net down, I don't think she stops it. That's just a perfect shot.
Well, it's just they get that running start and they're right on top of the goalie, and it's just so hard. The reactions,
You almost got to get lucky.
yeah, that's
I mean,
exactly.
it's
And
just gotta get lucky.
that's what it comes down to. The shot before by Carly. You know, you got to know that you're right on top and just see the
big wide net.
Yeah, shoot, go for the corners. Oh, if you miss on a corner, the ball ends up going out.
Yeah. And you still gain possession.
And you still get exactly if you're playing smart. If you've got somebody back.
Hanlon able to get to it. Nice job by Grace Hanlon and outruns the rest. Carly Ray, excuse me, outruns the defense. And the Whalers gain another possession. Good job on the draw control there by Nantucket. 6-3, they lead with possession. Approaching 4 minutes to play here in the third. Dylan Damian scored 2 straight for Nantucket as they open up now with a 3-goal lead, largest of the game. And timeout called by Coach Lower. We'll take it as well here on the NSC and NCTV. Whalers hold a 6-3 lead. We'll come back with more action from third quarter.
Look at this.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast. The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit myricklaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
Well, welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium as the Whalers called timeout there to discuss some things. They hold a 6-3 lead here, 4:11 to play here in the third quarter. Boys. The boys lost off island to the Clippers. The final was 10-3. So the Whalers pick up their second loss. 6-2 on the season. Again, came in as the number 4 ranked team in Division 4. Falmouth, of course, a division up.
Okay,
from
let's
the
see
Whalers,
this.
so shouldn't hurt too
Little
much.
over 4
as
left.
far as points. Mason Lower puts it in. Let's see what they've got. They've got some numbers here. Pulled back out. Swung over. Benny looking for a cutter. Switch behind the net. Dylan Damian puts it in. Runs all the way
Nice
through.
wheels. Look at those hips.
All the way through. Keeping control and
I wonder, see, I don't know what
maybe
did Falmouth do?
a defensive player in out of
Exactly.
position. But Damian, nonetheless, the beneficiary of this opportunity from the 8s. She's already scored twice here in the game. And she was my key player in the pregame show.
She's so talented.
Shot deflected.
Great
Good
deflection.
defense.
To take it, control it again. Nope. Nice play.
Just
by
rarely
Falmouth.
see the defenders able to get there.
Run to space.
Scrum continues. And finally Falmouth sprints away with it.
Nice grab by Falmouth.
That is Olivia Daigle. Again, she had a good sprint earlier in the first quarter as well on the transition. And the Clippers will get to it here. They've got
Very important possession for the Clippers.
an opportunity down 3 here at 6-3.
They want to score here.
They nearly intercepted.
No
Good
mistakes.
job.
Oh, stay with your
Shot goes wide.
guy.
Nicely
Was
done.
person back. Smart play.
No whistles there. That was one of those iffy plays that you just never know. That was a shot by Addison Romberger. Number 5 for the Clippers. Here's DiPietro. It's all the
ahead of
way into the
steam.
8s.
Gets pushed back though. Nice
Good
defense.
job by Mason Lower. Here's Mohan. Looks like an ISO for her. She runs
Stay
up
with it,
against
Sam.
Johnson. Gets a little bit of space and
Nice
finds the
rip.
corner. Wow, good shot.
6'4".
Kinley Mohan finds the
Got a great rip.
shot again from the left side. We'll see it as she runs in here late, and Douglas just a moment too late with the net. She had it in position too. But
It's all about get your hands free, and she's was able to run to the left and just get those hands a little bit free by her speed.
just
And
enough.
it's just so important for the defensive player to create that pursuit angle or that angle out in front to keep that player from getting their hands free.
Right. They've done a
Get
good
that
job
good shot
on,
off.
on DiPietro, but Mohan now with a hat trick, her third goal of the game,
Yeah,
minute 42 to go. She's a menace.
She's
a good player.
She's playing very, very impressively.
Yeah. And again, this is one of the rare occasions DiPietro's gone in on the draw control. Two players trying to
A lot of gamesmanship.
get position here, and they both sprinted over, and Hanlon's able to get to it. Scrum continues. Mason
Battle of the
Lower
hips.
able to get to it. Ow, just lost it out of bounds. Yeah, Olivia Deigel in on that one as DiPietro will put it in here and try and get something
Yes.
going. Nice defense. Good anticipation by the Whalers. And they gained the possession. Great job.
Take it. Give her
Is
a
that Sam
gotta
Zadroga
give her
across the way?
space. Yeah, Sam Zadroga making a great
Great
play.
job. No
That's it. Look
surprise
at
from
that.
the
Wanting the
senior.
ball too.
Good
Go.
catch.
Oh, come on.
That's got to be a something.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've had.
That's a
it hasn't been a
cross-check in
penalty,
the men's
but,
sport.
But yeah, that's one to the kidneys there.
It's dangerous. It really is.
Murray yelling out.
Come on. That's a slash.
And the Whalers will put it in. Hanlon. Pushed twice, still no cards called. But we're down to 30 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
It kind of baffles me the amount of contact in this game. When it all comes down to it, it's to
Nice play.
protect
Here's
these young women from
Benny.
getting hurt.
With the opposite hand pass. Love it. Carly Ray with 15 seconds.
And there's a push.
DiPietro knocks it out of her hands, but. And how is it?
Because she knocked it out of her stick after she pushed her.
And a loose ball in front. Shot scores! Falmouth turns it over, and the Whalers score at the buzzer. Have a look at it, kids. DiPietro with a sloppy pass goes off the stick. Genthner scoops it and nets it at the buzzer. Great stuff by the Whalers. 7-4 the lead at the end of 3. We'll take a break here, I should say, and be back with fourth quarter action on the NSC and NCTV. Have one more look at it. Why not?
Capitalizing off of unforced errors. It's a way to win a game.
Girls are strong. Girls can throw. Girls can play football if they have a determined mindset. Girls don't have to just look pretty, they can pack a punch, believe me. My name is Ashley Klatt. I'm on the Nantucket Whalers football team, and here's my story. Girlhood to me was very different than a lot of people's girlhood. I grew up watching the Dallas Cowboys every Sunday with my dad, my sister, and my entire family, and I just loved watching the game, all aspects of it, and I just wanted to get that hands-on experience. Since I was little, I've been bullied a lot. I'm still bullied. I was bullied for my weight, my attitude. It just didn't make me feel great, and it made me very upset at points, but I have a sense of determination that I just walk through it. Being tackled is crazy as it is, but Coach Machado has taught me that when you're hit physically and mentally, that you have to just get up and keep pursuing and keep fighting until that last whistle. You just have to get used to it, push through, and be that person you know is deep down inside. I empower myself by showing people that.
I want to welcome you back to Vito Capizzo Stadium as we get ready for fourth quarter action. Hank is in the house,
Hank is
baby.
here.
We love
Saying hi to the
Hank
team.
the Whaler. Saying hi to Tyler and the gang there down on the sidelines. He's loving what he's seeing. The Whalers up 7-4 as we head to the fourth quarter. Our next broadcast will be on Tuesday as the Barnstable Redhawks will play our boys. It looks like Tyler's trying to get out of doing something here. He's doing rock, paper, scissors with Hank the Whaler. Big draw control here. It looks like Mohan will get to it for Falmouth.
Great draw. Great draw.
DiPietro with a run in. Shot scores just like that. 15 seconds in. And the Clippers make it a 2-goal game. Have a look at it. DiPietro just took it all the way.
She tilts the field. She gets ahead of steam and just gets a great shot off.
Runs through the Whalers' defense.
7-5. We got a game.
And that. So the Whalers have 3 goals in the final 30 seconds of each quarter. They scored basically at the buzzer in the third quarter. And now just have a 2-goal advantage with 11:45 to play here. It just seems like we did this.
She
and
is
Mohan again
talented
with the draw control.
Okay.
Whalers settle in on defense. Now up just 2.
Defensive stand here.
Rory Brown, number 10.
Keep those hips low and stay in front. Quick feet, quick feet.
And DiPietro gets it. Gives it back to Mohan. And a couple of good left-handers.
Oh, there we go.
That's tipped in. That should be a turnover. It is. Whalers ball. Great defense. You just can't sleep on this Whalers defensive unit. They just come up with plays.
Go. We got a double. Somebody's going to be
Triple.
open. Yeah, triple, exactly.
Clock continues to run. Just a minute into our fourth quarter here. 7-5. High drama here from Vito Capizzo Stadium.
Wheels.
In a battle
Let's go. Roll.
two
Go,
playoff-bound
nice.
teams.
See, right, okay,
And
that's a
Lower
call.
kept it,
Finally,
too.
that is finally a call.
3 defenders around Mason Lower, and Lower directing traffic, saying, give me a little
That's
bit of
it.
room.
Stay with it. Oh.
Off the stick of Claire Genther, and she knew it. A rare mistake here in the second half. We'll see what happens here. Again, Daigle she's got wheels.
Nice.
Claire have to get in front of her
Claire
and cut
covering
her
that,
off.
try to drive her.
And Lower does so, and
Yep,
she
knocks
loses
it
it out of
down.
bounds. Oh, they called her for something. Nonetheless, it'll be
Nantucket needs to set,
Clippers ball.
get in their defensive positions.
Great defense by Maya Johnson. Off the stick. Double team recovered by the Whalers. Nicely done.
Brings it
Sophia
back
Sullivan
out.
and Maya Johnson just surgeons over there. DiPietro runs through. Double team. Pass caught by Mohan. Shot save made!
Here we go. Here we go. Sam, go.
Zadroga loses it, but gets the call. She's got to go behind. Have a look at the replay. Mohan and Douglas able to get to it as the Whalers still looking for the clear.
Yeah, Claire, break out. Run away
Lombardi
from the
takes
defender.
her opportunity and sprints past.
There you go. That's it, Claire. Give it to Claire.
Gets a push. And it'll be Maddie Lombardi all the way
He
in.
just keeps running.
And she'll look for a friend in Claire and Dylan Damian. And will now sprint back to her midi position. Great job by Maddie Lombardi. Whalers with a
There you
two-goal
go, come
lead
on.
and possession here.
There's a rope
8:30
right
and
there.
counting here in the fourth quarter. Time will now be the friend of the Whalers. Lower against Mohan. She circles back. Draws 3 defenders. Here's Damien.
Come on,
Gets through
boom.
1 shot.
Nice save. Great save.
Made. Woo. I wish I knew the name
Ooh.
of the Falmouth goaltender, because she's come up with a couple of big saves. None bigger than that shot. Rocket shot from Dylan
Nice
Damien.
defense. There you
Sidearm
go. Forcing
causes
it,
another
Claire. Oh,
potential
great
turnover.
play.
Mohan
She
scoops
just
it up.
scooped that out. She is like a vacuum.
And a missed opportunity there as the Clippers throw it away. Yeah, got to start out of bounds. Crucial error there. 7:30 and counting here as Mohan will sprint it ahead.
It's the official's job to tell them to step onto the field.
You would think. Avoids one. Mohan goes back to the left, circles through another one. And settles in behind the net looking for some help. Gets it in the form of DiPietro. Circles
good
back to the
looking
left. Shot goes over.
Lucky. Woo. Going for that top
Fortunate
post.
there as Isabella Grayson there for
Top
the
shelf.
retrieval. 7 minutes to go. Whalers can ill afford those kind of mental mistakes.
Low hips, low hips. Don't let her get by.
And a whistle stops it
It
as
saves us.
Rory Brown scored. But she'll have an opportunity from the eights.
Great shot.
Lower coming in with the stick to the head, but Rory Brown will have an opportunity to pull the Clippers back to within 1, 6:35 to play. Low shot
Nice.
save made by Douglas. Still a loose in front.
Whaler ball.
Whaler ball as Coach Ron Murray takes his hat
Great
off in
save.
frustration. Lombardi
I mean, that's okay. They're calling it. Love it.
circles back.
That's it, Co.
Up ahead.
Go, Carly. Turn
Carly
those
Ray.
wheels.
Great passing by the Whalers here in transition. As you can see, Hank rooting them on there in the stands. Under 6 minutes to play. Zadroga on a sprint
Great stick handling.
to Genthner across the field. Great job by the Whalers. Let's
Okay,
see
now
if they can
control
finish
this
it off
ball.
here.
It's so
Damien.
important to not turn this ball over right now.
Behind
Use
the
this
net.
possession to do your job. Finish.
Yeah, no need to be in a rush here. The Whalers with a 2-goal lead and 5:20 and counting here in the fourth quarter.
But just
Here's
find
lower.
that open.
Circles
That's it.
back.
Gets a little space.
And we'll back it out. Again, good patience shown by the Whalers here. They've shown it all afternoon in this low-scoring affair. Goes to the left, runs through, and gets hacked.
Is it a 12 or?
Looks like an 8.
Okay, come on.
So Mason Lower, who has
Shoot it where
been
the
held
goalie stick
scoreless
ain't.
here today, with an opportunity from the 8s, she'll take a moment and tie her shoe. And they stop the clock with 4:44 left.
Come
And
on,
Lower
come on.
runs in all the way through.
Oh,
Shot was saved again. Oh, great job for the
Get
Whalers.
the recovery.
Good battle by number 12, and they called a charge. Wow. I think that's a
Not
terrible
sure.
call. She wasn't looking to make an advantage. She's just trying to defend her space. Daigle loses it, gets hacked. Sue's Perriner. And hold on a second. Why is she able to be in her face? And finally. So 30-second delay of game.
Okay, so that's just so. No, but. Okay, so nobody's.
No advantage.
No advantage, exactly.
So what's the use of calling that?
It's just
if they get two,
it's
they get
another
an
one,
advantage?
exactly.
Okay,
Then
I
it
got you.
becomes a penalty.
Great job by Perriner.
There's whistles all over the place here. This is. Where's the ball?
So Perriner will put it in from the 12.
From the 12, okay.
Mohan awaits with the stick right in front of her, or behind her, and the clock now down to 3:16, 3:10 and counting here. Damien takes a whack, and another.
It's.
Dylan sprints all the way across. Again, the Whalers need not be in a hurry here. The time is their friend with possession. Lower. Circles back. 2:30. Yeah, make them come after you. Ooh. Oh, Damien called for an illegal pick, and the Whalers turn it over with 2:30.
2:30 left. That's exciting.
7-5 game.
Let's see if Nantucket can do a good job here.
Oh,
Stop
good
them.
sprint by
Nice wheels.
17.
Great wheels. Woo! Pick her
Raylan
up. Pick her up.
Forrest. One of the two Raylans on this team.
I don't know what she did.
Timeout
Oh,
call.
timeout. Okay.
So we'll take it here on the NSC and NCTV. The final 2 minutes and 11 seconds upcoming here. Whalers hold a 7-5 lead. It's over! It's over! The Whalers win! The Whalers win! Welcome back to live action here as Mohan puts it in off the timeout. Let's see if they've come up with a play here. Muscles her way through. Save made!
Watch.
Down to 2 minutes to go. DiPietro with it.
Oh, right on the doorstep.
Another deflection.
Get it to the goalie.
Whalers come away with it.
Maya, run your.
Johnson on the run. All the way. Look at her go.
Love the wheels. Get the stick in your left hand.
Minute 30 to go. Final 90 seconds. Whalers up 2 with the possession. Pass deflected.
Nice play.
Picked up by Dylan Damien.
Dylan, go to the goal. They're going to play you this hard.
Coach Murray asking for the defense to get out there, but it doesn't matter. They can't stop Dylan Damien. She just continues to run and approaches the goal. Shot scored! Dylan Damien with her third of the game may have just put it away for the Whalers.
You called it. Dylan Damien being the impact player. It's their his
over
strategy
the top
of telling them to extend out created that space for Dylan to allow her to just kind of roam.
And she just
right around
outran the
cage.
defense.
Exactly. The goalie can't defend herself.
1:06 left, and the Whalers now up 8-5.
Okay. Number 11 has done a great job at the face-off, at the draw circle today.
Draw control, yeah. Huge opportunity for the Whalers here. Falmouth almost a must-win on this draw control here if they have any opportunity to make a valiant comeback here in the final minute 6. They're down 3.
They need to pull
Mohan
Syracuse.
flips it. And right to lower.
Lefty.
And that should do it no matter what happens here. 8-5 the lead with the ball. They got a double and hope. Lower powers
Alrighty,
through.
look at this.
Shot.
Great save. Did they get it in? Oh, they got it in.
Baby.
It's awesome.
That will do it. It looked like it was a
exactly.
save.
It looked like it was a save.
Mason
That was
Lower's
awesome.
first goal of the game.
Great job.
Puts the
that was
nail in the
awesome.
coffin.
Boom.
Takes a
made
couple
it
of hits
Love
and
it.
again goes right over the top.
50 seconds.
Clock stops with a goal scored. Great job by Mason Lower, her first goal of the game. But the Whalers have notched 2 here in the final minute. Well, minute 6 technically. Good bounce to Hanlon. She's pushed from behind, goes down, and will gain possession.
Wheels.
35
Run.
seconds to go.
Watch your
Whalers
back,
with a
watch your
4-goal
back.
lead. Hanlon looking for a friend. Triple team. Hack. I mean, come on, man.
It's just so interesting. Sometimes the stick check are called, and sometimes it isn't. I wonder
Final
what
15 seconds here as the Whalers will win another one in dramatic fashion. It does not matter. The clock's going to run out on
just
the Clippers'
hacks.
chances here. And that'll do it. The Whalers celebrate a 9-5 victory. That's a good win.
Yeah, exactly.
That
It's
is a
very
good win.
Team, very good physical. And
They keep impressing.
100%.
Total team effort. 6 goal scores for the Whalers.
But the thing that just speaks to me is just the officiating is just so subjective in terms of what's a penalty and what isn't a penalty, and it just they stick. Leaves me a little baffled. But at this level too, it's also
because no penalties.
Exactly, it's no
nobody's
penalty.
in
It's just a
them.
do-over.
It's just a stoppage of some sort.
That's it. And but you got. I mean, Falmouth came to play, and they looked very, very good. Had great athletes on the team.
Yeah.
They moved the ball around, and those unforced errors that Nantucket focused in on and drew off of him, was able to score, was the difference.
But the Whalers able to have a balanced attack. So you couldn't just key on 1 or 2 players.
Yeah, and
Falmouth just had 2 goal scorers. Kenny
that's
Mohan
it.
with 3
They
goals and
definitely
DiPietro with 2.
they definitely showed that they were the most impact players on the Falmouth team. And Nantucket, though, too, just how well the balance. It goes back to that balance and the poise.
Dylan
I mean,
Damian.
I just watched our girls get hacked today all day, and I
could hear
guess
it.
that's allowed.
Right.
I mean, or whatever it is. There's just the contact is beyond equal pressure, where they're getting hit, and they rose to the challenge and accepted that, and didn't no penalties were called on them. They stayed within themselves,
Kept their
and realized
composure,
that the
for
most
sure.
important thing to do was to put the ball in the back of the net. Which Mason demonstrating it in the last minute of the game, which was
Great
so
stuff.
awesome.
As I mentioned, 6 different goal scorers for the Whalers, led by Dylan Damian, who I just had a hunch was going to have an impact game today. Again, playing without Mia Bodette, so she had plenty of opportunities. Claire Genther with 2 goals scored, including a buzzer beater at the end of the third quarter. Single tallies from Grace Hanlon, Mason Lower, who scored the final goal of the game, Luisa Benny way back in the first quarter, and Maddie Lombardi, who had a transition goal, a penalty called with an opportunity for her to score at the 8th. She took advantage. Great stuff again. Just a total team victory. It's 100%. The best kind of victory.
Great goal. I mean, that last save that Ella made, you could watch her following that ball, going across, moving as it was going. It's so great to see from a 10th grader.
Yeah, she continues
First year on varsity.
As a sophomore.
So awesome.
Defense was once again just fantastic, allowing a very talented team just 5 goals. Again, we're back at it again on Tuesday, so we have the weekend off here. The boys look to right the ship as they lost off island to this Clipper team. Again, a phenomenal Clipper team that should contend for a state title, just as our boys will. But they're a division up, so we won't have to worry about them come later on here in June. And they do have a game against the #1 team on off island against Cohasset. So best of luck to the boys there as they head off island. Again, they took a tough loss here, but great win for the girls as they have just 1 loss on the season, 6-1 on the season. They've already poked into the top 10 in the MIA Power Rankings. We'll see if this one bumps them up a little bit as we get ready to go here.
It'll have to. This team's played very difficult schedule.
Great
100%.
crew here, as always. Olivia Nascimento swinging her camera around to get one last shot of us. Hammy, you get to look good. Weston Scott doing the close-ups. Of course, Charles in charge, making it all happen here on TV. We're happy to have you along, Whalers Nation. Girls win in a great game. Hope you got to see it. If you don't, you can check it out on YouTube again. 9-5 the final from Vito Capizzo Stadium. We'll see you again on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, Whalers
Go to
Nation.
town meeting.